The year is 1985 and you've just gotten out of an absolutely rockin' show. You cruise over to the local graveyard to blast some tunes when you notice that rotting hands are pushing out of the graves, and this great night has turned into a fight to survive. This is Return of the Living Dead Zombie Punk Panic, which was designed by Mike Greenlease and published by Evil Genius Games, who helped sponsor this video. Hi everybody, my name is Nick Murphy of the Brothers Murph, and we are here with Board Game Geek. Well, this party doesn't need to stop due to some undead guys, so let's get this game down to the table to go a little more in focus on Zombie Punk Panic. In Zombie Punk Panic, players will be working together to fight off hordes of zombies through 3 locations. The fights will take place in the graveyard, the streets, and finally the warehouse, with a mini-boss in between each location and a final boss, Tarman, at the end. Each round, called Axe, you will flip over the next location card, which will show you how many zombie dice you will roll. The white dots mean you will roll that many black zombie dice, and the red dots will roll red dice. The red dice have more difficult zombies. You will then roll all of these dice to see what zombies you're facing. All of the zombies have different health, and they will be placed on the appropriate area on the active side of the board. You will place as many zombies there as there are players in the game, with the excess going to the outskirts. Note that each location also has a special power at the bottom, and this may help or hinder our punky heroes. Now the players will roll both of their character dice. You will then choose one of your character die to activate, though if you roll doubles you may activate both. Although if you roll a trip or a dodge, you may choose this die and add the other die as well. Each character's dice have a different makeup of attacks. Skills like punch, kick, single and double shot, and single and double throw all simply deal melee or range damage to zombies. Parry, dodge, bash, and block all prevent damage, with some dealing it back. And if you choose a block die, you get to use it and then immediately re-roll it. Flame does 2 range damage before enemies. Normally enemies do damage first. Trip makes the affected zombie go last in order, which is helpful if you have a lot of ranged attacks coming at you. Blind damages all zombies by 1, and heal and mend punks. As stated, the zombies' damage is dealt first and then the players deal it back. There are 4 kinds of zombie dice. Crawling zombies do 1 melee damage, running zombies do 1 ranged and 1 melee damage, shambling zombies do 2 melee damage, and flaming zombies do 1 range damage on all characters. When you use a die, or both if you roll doubles, it will get moved to the used zone and you will gain 1 charge for each die used. Each character has a special ability that you can use charge to trigger instead of using a die. And if you bank enough charge, you can level up your character to give them a new permanent ability. After a round of combat, any zombies left over will get moved to the lingering side of the board. And in subsequent rounds, all zombies in the lingering side will simply do 1 damage. Any defeated zombies will go to the return area at number 3, and each round they will move up. And if they ever leave the return, they will then come back as crawling zombies. So you better get out of this location fast. An act will end once all zombies are defeated, including ones in the outskirts. Then you will get the loot shown here on the card. This will be healing or some other kind of useful supply. You will go through the locations until you hit the end of the graveyard, where you will have to fight a mini boss like the Zombaby. These are like normal fights, but each round they will roll a d6 and that will determine what they do. When you defeat the mini boss, you will move on to the streets, and at the end of that you will have another mini boss. Then comes the warehouse, and if you can make it through all that, you then have a last big fight against the Tarman. And if players can defeat that horror, they win the game. Zombie Punk Panic is understandably all about survival. You need to get through these early locations efficiently, as you know they're only going to get harder and harder. Plus, if you linger too long, zombies in the return row will start to come back onto the board, and you don't want to have to kill the zombies twice. It's already dead. And if Return of the Living Dead Zombie Punk Panic seems like a game you'd enjoy, make sure to check it out and learn more. And until next time, I've been Nick Murphy. We've been going in focus on Zombie Punk Panic. Have a great day.